By day, it looks like a beautiful Halloween papercraft project. But when the lights go down, it transforms into a glowing masterpiece full of mystery and magic. Playful ghosts drift through twisted branches, a grinning skeleton dances near a bubbling cauldron, and the silhouette of a watchful witch ties it all together. Whether it's perched on your mantle, glowing in a window, or lighting up the center of your Halloween table, this enchanting creation is guaranteed to cast a spell on everyone who sees it. Hello everyone, Jennifer Maker here, and it's a beautiful day to learn how to make a paper lantern that looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale. Made from simple cardstock, this light-up witch creates a soft, mysterious glow that looks amazing on a mantle, in a windowsill, or even as a centerpiece for your Halloween gathering. And don't worry if you're new to Cricut paper crafting. I'll walk you through every step, from cutting your cardstock to assembling your pieces, including choosing the perfect lighting to create a magical treat that holds everybody spellbound. If you're ready to get started, grab your Cricut cutting machine and supplies. I'm using the Cricut Maker 4 along with some cardstock and paper crafting tools. Let's just jump right in. Here are all of my cut pieces. I opted for 80-pound cardstock for the lantern's frame pieces, so they hold up well. For the decorative pieces, I use 65-pound cardstock or glitter cardstock. The diffusers are cut from vellum. If you need help cutting your pieces in Cricut Design Space, I'll show you exactly how I cut mine after we put our lantern together. For now, let's assemble our pieces. The main section is the witch frame, which we'll attach most of our other pieces to. Next, we have the lantern's structural pieces, 2 sturdy arched frames and 2 circular bases that give it shape and support. Then there are 6 decorative panels along with their optional diffuser panels. These diffusers are cut from vellum and help create that soft, spooky glow when the lantern is lit. We also have 2 cats, 2 hats, and 4 friendly ghosts. I've doubled up on some of these little pieces so the lantern looks just as magical from the back. Don't worry, I'll show you an easy way to do that a bit later. And finally, we have our sunflower pieces. There are 8 small, 6 medium, 6 large, and 2 extra large sunflowers, each with a petal piece and a center. These add such a fun pop of color and contrast to our spooky scene. Start with the witch frame face up, looking to the left. Place a ghost with a bigger mouth face up on the left matching placeholder, and a ghost with a smaller mouth face up on the right. Make sure the edges and cutouts align and there's no visible cardstock in the eyes or mouths. Flip the left ghost face down and apply glue on the back, avoiding the cutouts. Then flip it back onto the placeholder, aligning the edges carefully. Press and smooth to adhere it to the frame, and gently wipe away any excess glue. Then glue the right ghost to the frame the same way. Add the cat and the hat the same way too. I made my cat orange, like butterscotch. Now let's start building our sunflowers. Use a pair of tweezers to flip and hold an extra large sunflower center face down. Add a small dot of craft glue, then flip it onto the center of an extra large petal piece. Press and hold to adhere the pieces. Assemble the remaining sunflowers the same way, making sure the sizes match. Add glue to the back of an extra large sunflower, then press it to the witch's hat. Next, add the 3 large sunflowers face up on the frame. I like to glue mine on the areas where the branches are thicker, so I'll add 2 near the ghosts, and 1 on this left branch. Next, I'll add medium sunflowers to decorate some more branches. Then add the small sunflowers around the outside to create a nice, balanced look. Once the glue is dry, flip the witch frame face down. Then decorate the back the same way as the front, but with everything facing the opposite direction. To assemble the lantern base, slot the frame piece with a slit at the arch's top into the frame with slits at the arch's top and bottom. Lay the 2 pieces flat against each other, then slot them into the witch frame. Spread out the frame pieces and stand the lantern upright. Insert the small, solid circular base piece's 6 outer slits into the frame's top slits, curving them slightly if needed. Then insert the large bottom circular base piece into the frame's bottom slits. Next, hold a panel piece face up. Fold back the top and bottom tabs along the horizontal crease lines. Then, fold back each tab's 2 wings along the vertical crease lines. If you cut diffuser pieces, insert one onto the back of your folded panel, using the wings to hold it in place. Assemble the 5 remaining panels and diffusers the same way. Insert the first panel's top tab in the first lantern section's top base slot and unfold the wings to lock the panel in place. Then insert the panel's bottom tab in the section's bottom slot and unfold the wings. Insert the next 4 panels the same way, alternating the designs as you go. Before securing the last panel, let's choose some lights for our spooky lantern. Since these are made from paper, you never want to use a live flame, but there are several safe options to choose from. A string of fairy lights looks like little creatures flying around inside to create a magical glow. These have a battery pack attached, so you'll need access to the pack to turn it on and off. Or you can place a LED tea light in the bottom of your lantern to provide a steady, eerie glow. The ones I've linked to have a remote, so you don't have to disturb your witch to turn the lights on or off. The puck lights are my favorite because they offer lots of fun color choices, so I can match the witch's green hat, the orange cat, or even the white ghosts. They're remote controlled too. Once you've chosen your lights, give them a quick test to make sure they work. Remove any battery protector tabs first, or insert batteries if needed. Flip your light's power switch into the on position, and check that the lights respond to any remotes if you have one. If you're using a puck light or LED tea light, place it in the bottom of the lantern. If you're using fairy lights, remove any packaging and unwind them if needed. Loosely wrap the wire around your fingers to make a coil to evenly distribute the lights. Place the coil of lights and the battery pack inside the lantern so the power switch is easily accessible from the bottom. Or slide the battery pack through a hole in the back and keep it hidden behind the lantern for easy access. Once your lights are inserted, slot in the final panel. Your enchanting witch lantern is ready to light up the night. Now let me show you exactly how to make your own. Head over to my free resource library at jennifermaker.com/766 to grab the free designs. Click Get a Password if you need one or enter the library. Then search for design number 766 and click on the project file to download everything you need to get started. Inside the zip folder, you'll find score and no score versions of my witch lantern design. Use a scoring stylus or single scoring wheel with the score version to create smooth crease lines, or your regular fine point blade with the no score version for dashed cut lines instead. There's also a DXF folder with cut files and a PDF folder if you want to cut everything by hand. Not sure how to upload SVG files? Just go to jennifermaker.com/SVGS and I'll walk you through it step by step. Here's how the score version of the Witch Lantern SVG looks on my Design Space canvas. Ungroup the design to work with the elements separately. You can drag them apart to see everything as needed. If you don't want to cut the vellum diffusers, drag the decorative panels away to find the gray layers. Select the diffusers and click the trash icon to delete them. If you don't want to cut the hat, cat, ghost, or sunflower decorative elements, ungroup the witch frame and accessories, then delete any pieces you don't want. If you want decorations on the back of your lantern too, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and select each of the detail pieces in the Layers panel. Click the duplicate icon to create a copy of all the pieces, then move the copy to the side. Then click Flip and flip horizontal so the pieces match the backside's reverse orientation. To change the color of a piece to match your cardstock, select the piece, click the color box, and choose a new option. If the piece is in a grouped layer, click the small arrow to expand the group and then select the piece and change it. I'll keep the original colors. Next, scroll down in the Layers panel to find 6 groups of panel pieces, which need creases. Click the arrow to expand the first group. If you're making the no-score version, your crease lines are already dashed line cuts and don't need to be changed. But for the score version, select the layer with the solid lines and change its operation to score. Click the group's heading to select both panel layers, then click Attach to keep your crease lines with your cut shape. Convert and attach the remaining crease lines the same way. If you like, you can also add your own custom panels to your lantern. Not sure how to make your own? I have a workshop that shows you exactly how to do that in my Advance with Jennifer Maker program. I'll walk you through each of the steps to customize your panel, including how to add elements in an open space, how to cut elements from solid space, and how to arrange and combine all the elements into a single panel for your lantern. Find out more at jennifermaker.com/advance. And now your project is ready to cut. Make sure the correct machine is selected in the top right. Click Make. On the Prepare screen, make sure the correct material size is selected for your mats. I'm using 12 by 12 inches for all of mine. If you see a mat with just lines, your score layers may not have attached correctly. Click Cancel to return to the canvas and check your crease lines. Once your mats are set, select the mat with your witch frame so it loads first on the next screen and click Continue. On the Make screen, set the base material for your mat. I'm using 80-pound cardstock for my frames, so I'll use the medium cardstock setting with more pressure. 65-pound cardstock also cuts well at this setting, so I'll use it for my cat and sunflower mats. Place the material face up on a green standard grip machine mat. Use a brayer to make sure it's fully adhered. Check that your premium fine point blade is clean and in the clamp. Press the flashing load button to load the prepared mat into your Cricut. Then press the flashing middle button to begin cutting. When it has finished cutting, don't unload the mat right away. Gently lift a corner of the material to make sure the cuts went all the way through. If not, press the middle button again to make a second pass of cuts in the same spots. When the cuts are complete, unload the mat, flip it over onto your work surface, and roll it back to release the cardstock. Use the spatula to help lift delicate parts, and your weeding tool to poke out small bits of cardstock that may have been left behind. If you have any issues with your cuts, go to jennifermaker.com/cleanercuts. Use a scraper tool to remove any small bits left on your mat. For mats with scoring lines, click Edit Tools to select and add your scoring tool. Choose the scoring wheel and switch tools when prompted. Or select the scoring stylus to load both the scoring tool and the blade at the same time. Click Apply to close the window. Then load your cardstock, score, and cut your mats. For my ghost and hat mats, I'll select glitter cardstock and more pressure. Load the glitter cardstock face up on a green standard grip machine mat. Then cut and unload your mats. Since glitter can stick to the blade and cause trouble on future cuts, I recommend cleaning it after each sheet of glitter cardstock. Remove the housing and blade from the clamp, press down on the plunger, poke it into a ball of aluminum foil several times, and carefully clean the blade with an alcohol wipe. Be careful, it's sharp. For the lantern diffusers, I'll use the vellum setting with more pressure. Place the vellum face up on a blue light grip machine mat or a less sticky green mat. Then cut and unload your vellum diffusers. Lay out all of the pieces face up in organized groups, and now you're ready to assemble. And there you have it. Your glowing witch lantern is ready to light up Halloween night. Isn't it amazing how a few pieces of cardstock can turn into such a magical decoration? Whether you keep it on your mantle, give it as a gift, or line your porch with a whole collection of lanterns, this project is sure to bring a little extra enchantment to your holiday. Now, if you haven't managed to get your hands on one of these amazing Cricut cutting machines yet, I do a free giveaway every month. Head on over to jennifermaker.com/Cricut-giveaway for your chance to win one. And if you're spending more time trying to figure out Cricut design space than actually making things, I got you. I put all of my best cheats into a guide I call the Cricut Coach Playbook. I filled it with simple step-by-step diagrams of all the things we do in Cricut Design Space, so you'll know exactly what to click, where to find tools, and how to make it work for you. It takes out all of the guesswork and just gives you more time to do what you love, crafting. Head on over to CricutCoach.com to grab your copy and make every crafting minute count. And I would love to see your finished paper witch lanterns. So be sure to join us at jennifermaker.com/CricutCrafters and share a photo in our group. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.